Hey guys, it's Miss Carpenter and I'm here with your grammar lesson for the week. We're going to be going over the to be verbs. Now, some of you who have taken class with me before know that we have strategies in place to get some of these verbs out of our writing. It's not that the to be verbs are bad. They're not. They're absolutely necessary. And if you had none of them in your writing, it would just sound weird. But having too many of them is definitely not a good thing, as Martha Stewart would say. And the reason is that these verbs tell the reader what is going on. They don't show the reader. I am, he is, you are, we were, they, she was, be, being, been, all of these. There are more be verbs in this, but these are just the ones that we are going to focus on for now. Okay. And too many of them tell people what's going on in your writing. They don't show. And a difference with that is I can say, I am tired. Okay, well, I'm telling you, I'm tired, right? But I'm not showing you I am tired. What if I said something more like, she yawned loudly and stretched her arms in the air, wiping at her eyes? That would show you I'm tired, correct? But it's not telling you. There's a difference. And really good writing shows the reader, it doesn't tell the reader. Okay, so these are your slides for the week. You can go ahead and stop this video or whenever you are on that day's slide. If you have a question, you don't have to watch this all in its entirety, and just know later on during the week you can skip ahead. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Okay. So what I want you to do is take a look at this sentence. We did it in class. What's one thing that you notice? Oh, no to be verbs. This is actually from the book that we're reading in 6th grade, Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. She saw her dad come into the room carrying some clothes, and he looked so pale that Ivy's stomach jumbled up even more. What a great picture. If you haven't read this book, they had just lost their house in a tornado. And so they were homeless and they were living in the gym at the school, at the elementary school that she had went to when she was in elementary school. So it could have said that her dad was in shock and Ivy felt nervous and sad and uncertain. You know, those would be telling the reader what's going on. That's what's happening here. But that would be using those to be verbs, those verbs that tell and don't show. They're also called helping verbs. Look at these verbs. I mean, there's carrying clothes. He looked pale. Ivy's stomach jumbled up even more. What a great picture of showing what this family is going through, showing what they're going through, and not telling. So here's a sentence I wrote about one of my 6th graders, Preston. Preston devoured the pizza and neglected to share it with the person who'd purchased it in the first place, me. So here we go. I'm showing you that he's greedily eating all of the pizza and not giving me any when I purchased it. How rude, Preston, how rude. I'm just kidding. Okay, on this slide, I want you to try to write your own sentence using those vivid verbs, description, 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 tell me. That's what this slide is for. Okay, for Wednesday's slides, here are a couple of videos on how to reduce the amount of be verbs in your writing. Okay, so watch those. And then you can also use those when you get to Wednesday's and Thursday's activity as well. You're going to be taking your revised draft that you turned in last grading period, and you are going to be marking it up for be verbs, and then you're going to be reducing those by half. And let me show you how I want you to do this. Okay, so here's a story from a student of mine that I don't have anymore. So I'm just going to get my highlight out, and I'm going to start highlighting. There's one right there. R, B, let's see, do y'all see any more? Let's see, I'm looking. She did a pretty good job. That's you are, so, oops. So that's another one right there. Okay, I'm not going to go and find all of hers, but this is what I want you to do in your paper. You are looking for let me pull it up again just so I don't forget one, because because I know that would happen. These are the verbs you are looking for in your revised draft. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. And you are going to reduce them by half. Oh, oops, I lost her story there. Here we go. House. We all know that one-story houses are much better than two-story houses. I mean, come on. Don't forget that those videos that I shared have strategies for reducing the be verbs. What I would do with this sentence is probably use a more descriptive verb. I'm going to show the reader that one-story houses are better than two-story. I'm not going to tell them. So I might say, and this is what I want you to do, for reducing them by half, you're going to pick, if you had 10, you're going to do this 5 times. You are going to write a sentence that's highlighted after the be verb, okay? So this will make it stand out and I can see it really easily. So I would say, okay, we all know, oops, that one-story houses supersede two-story houses. Okay, now I've got a much better verb, supersede. That means rise above, okay, two-story houses. So it's just as easy as that. That is one of the techniques that you can use, is using a more descriptive verb. And I want you to watch the video for the other ones. Remember, you're not reducing it by all of them. You're putting a number on the lower corner or the upper corner, wherever you want to put it, of how many be verbs you counted, and then you're just reducing it by half by taking one of the 3 revision strategies that are given to you in the videos. I hope y'all are well. Have fun.